I had a nice weekend. I really did. Got home late afternoon Saturday and got a lot of things done that I wasn't able to do the last time I was home, mainly because the weather was crappy. What's going on, guys? This is Anthony, Family Man Trucking, and welcome to my channel. It's January 26th, Tuesday evening, and I'm in, I think it's called Poplarville, Mississippi, 59. And I'm heading towards Baltimore, Maryland. I got a pickup that I had this morning outside Houston, which is Dayton, Texas, and I got a drop for Friday morning in Maryland. And I had a nice weekend. I really did. Got home late afternoon Saturday and got a lot of things done that I wasn't able to do the last time I was home, mainly because the weather was crappy. This time I was able to do a lot of things around the house, spend some time with my family. Yeah, it was just a real nice weekend, man. I really enjoyed it. You know, I was blessed that I was given the opportunity to have that with them. So with that being said, guys, wanted to share something about MGR Lease, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself, get comfortable here. But yeah, MGR Lease. Like I tell you guys that I talk to you guys over the phone, man. I do not regret one bit, and I know I keep on saying that, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. But I don't regret one bit being here with MGR Lease. I don't regret one bit being over the road, even though I'm away from my family. Now this time I'm gonna take out 3 weeks being on the road, so I can be home around Valentine's weekend. But yeah, I don't regret being here, man. My time so far has been excellent, even though there's been some issues along the way. But there are issues to where we finally kind of agreed on taking care of. My last settlement was excellent, yeah, I mean, my time so far being here has been great. Now, one thing I wanted to share with you, and which is my point of this video, is that here at MGR Lease, how can I say this and how can I start this out? Well, let's just say it this way. A lot of companies out there, okay, they give you a hard time, or they frown upon, or I don't know how you want to say it, but every time you want to go home, or you want to ask for a certain time off, or whatever you want to call it, it's like they kind of give you the runaround, or they kind of give you a hard time getting approved, so to speak. But here at MGR Lease, man, it's not that way. It really isn't. Every time I ask to go home, which I already have an agreement with my dispatcher, I go home every 2 weeks. Some drivers out there go out, or go home every weekend, because at the end of the day, at the end of the week, it's your paycheck, it's your money. As long as you cover your bills, and as long as you make some money out here, so to speak, and I don't know what that money number is on your end, but that's all on you. Now, recall my last video, I can go home probably every weekend and probably still make the same amount of money per week that I can while I'm out here every 2 weeks. But I don't do that because I just don't want to hustle to get home, all right, and then cut myself short on being at home, okay, and I hope that makes sense. But every time I tell my dispatcher that I want an extra day off, or if I go in late Saturday afternoon, excuse me, if I get home late Saturday afternoon, to don't book me till Tuesday morning if I have a drop that Monday morning, they have no problem with that. Now, let's just say that you want to take a week off, and there's a lot of companies out there that either it's hard to get it, or they frown upon it, or they give it to you but you still have deductions coming out of your paycheck, so you come back to about a week in the hole, so to speak. But here at MGR Lease, it's not like that. All right, this is one thing that I like, you know, out of a couple other things, but this is one thing that I like about the company. All right, because honestly, there's 2 weeks off the bat I already know this year, 2021, that I'm going to ask for a week off. One is going to be for my daughter's graduation. All right, I want to get there with plenty of time to get ready for it, okay, and spend a couple of days after that. And then later on in November, my stepdaughter's getting married, okay, and to be honest with you right now, I can't think if it's going to be the Bahamas or Cancun, but I know it's one of them two, to where we're going to go out there, and I just don't want to be rushed to come back to go to work. Okay. Now, if you do take off, here at MGR Lease, they don't charge you for that week. Okay, it's like the payments freeze. All right, and then when you return, you pick up where you left off, and then you just go about your business and start running all over again. Okay, all right. Now there's a catch to it. You have to bring your truck back to the yard, Summit, Illinois. Okay, you just can't drive home and then park it at the yard and then go do what you ever have to do. Okay, if you do that, then yeah, the payments are still going to be there. But if you bring it back to the yard, park it, lock it up, turn off your batteries, then you're fine. Okay, that is one thing that I really like about MGR. Okay, and like I said, there's a couple other things, but that's one thing that I like about MGR is if you come back to the yard and you take about a week off or whatever the case might be, you have no payment. You don't come back to being in a hole. All right. And actually, here we are, the third week of January, and there's drivers that are just coming back from dropping off their truck right before Christmas, because either they don't like running in the cold, or they go home for the holidays and be there for a while, or whatever the case might be. But say they are out for 3 weeks, they're not 3 weeks in the hole because they left their truck at the yard. Now, understand, if you take that truck home, then yeah, every week you have to pay something, okay? But if you go back to the yard, okay, and I keep on saying it so you guys can be understanding and make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you take it back to the yard, park it, let them know, or whatever you want to call it, and make sure you talk to your dispatcher and everything back and forth. And I'm sure there's a small process to let them know that, hey, you know what, I'm not going over the road, or whatever you want to call it. I'm parking my truck, But that's one thing that they offer. If you bring it back to the yard, that they do not charge you for that week. Okay, you don't come back to 1 week in the hole, which is good, because let's just say something happens. You got a family emergency or whatever the case might be. I already have 2 things, like I said, this year coming up: my daughter's graduation and then my stepdaughter's wedding. All right, but let's just say like spring break comes up. Okay, and we always go to the river during spring break. Okay, it's my son's birthday. But anything. Let's just say I just want to go home. All right. I need to refresh. I need to recharge my batteries. I want to be there for a while, whatever the case might be. Okay. But even if you don't go on vacation or whatever the case might be, here at MGR Lease, they don't hassle you when you ask for days off. Okay. Because at the end of the week, it's your paycheck. It's totally up to you. How much you want to make out here. You want to be on the road for 3 weeks, be on the road for 3 weeks. You want to be on the road for 2 weeks, be out for 2 weeks. You want to be on the road for 1 week, that's completely up to you guys. Because like I said, at the end of the week, it's your paycheck. As long as you meet your deductibles, as well as you make some money, okay? Because they want you to make money out here on the road, okay? But there's a lot of companies out there that hassle you because you want to take an extra day off, or whatever the case might be, or they try to keep you out on the road. All right. So with that being said, guys, hope this video has been helpful. Hope there's some information on here that can be helpful on your decision if you want to come aboard to MGR Lease. If there's anything that I can help you, drop me a line, comment. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. Everybody else out there, guys, you guys be careful. The weather's somewhat okay. Like I said, I'm over here in Mississippi. and we got some rain when I was coming in. I got a little bit over 1,100 miles to cover in the next 2 days, so I'm probably gonna knock it out for sure by Thursday afternoon. I'll probably do about 550 tomorrow, and then do the rest Thursday, and just settle it up for Thursday night to where I'll be there Friday morning for my drop. So with that being said, guys, you guys be careful. God bless. Take care.